I was born in the city of love. I'm a hopeless romantic. When I'm not near the girl I love the girl I'm near. For my mother, who went by herself as a nurse into the United States to earn dollars, to convert to pesos, so that I could live a good life. Her absence was monumental. It took 8 long years for my father and my visas to finally be granted. And we're reunited as a family once again in the humble suburban backdrop of New Jersey. I still remember arriving in Newark International with my bowl cut, rat tail, and missing teeth. Seeing my mother again after so long was strange because I hardly remembered her at that point. She was as much a stranger to me as all these exotic-looking New Jerseyans, but I knew who she was, and I embraced her because kids naturally love hugs. And for my mother, it must have meant the whole world to have her son back. Getting accustomed to a new life, especially in a completely different world, was a huge challenge. I was quite ignorant of a lot of little nuances of American culture. I would be listening to kids talk about their favorite TV shows and material possessions, and I really had no idea what they would be talking about, so I pretended and laughed when they did just so I could fit in. I faked it until I made it, and eventually I could channel my inner white boy like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell, crushing on Kelly Kapowski, sing along to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air like the rest of them, believing I could be a mighty king like Simba. I had properly assimilated into the American part of my identity. But what about the Filipino? You know, God bless my mother. She purposefully chose not to speak our native tongue to me so that I would have no accent. And it worked. But I grew more confused as I started to develop the sense of being different. You know, some of the kids, they would call me Chinese or Jackie Chan, and I get it, you know, it was a very endearing way to connect with me, but at the time, I took some offense, you know, because I knew I was Filipino, but at the time I didn't really understand what that meant. I tried to connect with some youth Filipino groups in school, and I don't know, something just felt wrong. I just felt like everyone was kind of living in this weird upper class, middle class fantasy with gadgets and sneakers and material possessions. It just threw me off. It's not like I don't enjoy those things, because I do. But I was missing the truly authentic Filipino soul. So, upon graduating, I signed up for this cultural immersion program. It brought me and about a dozen Fil-ams from across the United States to not only study at the University of the Philippines in Manila, but also direct cultural immersion in various communities across the West. Not only did I get to take classes where my mother, her siblings, and my grandparents all went to school, I literally got to walk in their footsteps. And what I had seen had irrevocably changed my life. If you do not know how to look back from where you came from, you will not reach your destination. Dr. Jose Rizal. And it's true, it's so easy to lose your way and feel inundated by outside forces that often don't matter. It is in the stillness and solitude of our souls, ancient as the stars that we all came from, that should serve as the compass that guides us. For me, I had to go back home to the Philippines to pick up the scattered pieces of my broken soul, split over 7,000 islands, 120 plus ethno-linguistic groups, liberals, conservative, army, rebels, jeepneys, seasick, dog bites, meeting a long-lost sister, original Filipino music, karaoke, red horse, typhoons, and record-setting floods, ancient mythologies, babaylans and shamans, human trafficked sex workers, people, power, innocence lost, enforced disappearances, justice unclaimed, island hopping, pollution, corruption, long walks into the jungle, and most of all, for you, Inday. Still haven't met you yet, but all of this is for you and our children who will have a father who will make up for past mistakes, though I will still make my own. If you want to know what the Filipino-American identity is like, then just ask us. 4 million citizens and undocumented migrant workers of our families, broken by continents, of our relentless will to work hard, because there is somebody out there who may need our love. But money can also change their lives. Ito ay para sa iyo, aking kababayan. Lagi kitang iniisip, ikaw ang lahat sa akin. Hihintayin kita, aking pag-ibig. Perseverance, courage, resilience.